Hello, hashtag VerseTV family, and welcome. It's week 182. I'm Aaron Mack, and my good friend Basic Complexity is going to take it away with whatever song he prefers to start with, new or old, and we'll get going with that. Basic Complexity, it's on you, friend.
All right, thank you. I'm definitely about to list the songs, but just first off, to I guess get this out the way, I would like to say happy birthday to Miss Willow Smith, who is 22 today, and happy Halloween to whoever celebrates it, mainly the kids and some adults, I believe. But that out the way, I'm gonna start with my fairly new school song by Fifth Harmony, and this is a few years ago, but it's from their, I believe, 2016 album 727. And the song is called Work From Home featuring Ty Dolla Sign.
Okay,
And yeah, that's my new school song.
cool beans. Now, my new school song is brand new by none other than fellow 80s baby, whom I love her stuff, Miss Taylor Swift. Her latest song entitled Anti Hero. I love that song. And I particularly enjoy in the video. I don't normally enjoy when music videos actually break the music to have a theatrical presentation, if you will. But in her case, in the case of this song, they actually did a really good job. And for whatever reason, it seemed to work for me. And they delved into the kids talking about how Taylor Swift left them only 13 cents. And they're like, she's laughing at us from hell. And that, it seems like that's a funny line, but it's not, because it's really a deep song. And I do love that 13 cents thing because of Mommy Dearest, but that's another story. But about my 100th time playing that video, it did make me cry, particularly when the two smaller Taylor Swifts invited over the big, large Taylor Swift, who was the outcast, who was also an outcast, to come over with them. And, Taylor Swift is a tall woman. She's 5'11". I'm 6'2". So it's like we understand what it's like, the work of how sometimes being tall can have its advantages and disadvantages, just like being short can have its advantages and disadvantages. Anyway, lastly, I wanted to say my cry was similar to how I cried on Tiwa Savage's song "My Darling." Oh my gosh, that made me cry. And I must admit that I probably have some unresolved personal issues going on with my blinders to them, for the reason that I cry so much at such things. But yes, Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero made me cry. Tiwa Savage's My Darling made me cry. Anyway, Basic Complexity. You want to take it away for the old song, older song, or
Yeah, nah, you said that right. It's older. I don't think it's extremely old. To some, it might seem that way, but actually was from the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack and correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was like around 95. Well, my somewhat old school song is actually, what's it called? And I want to make sure I get this right. Count on Me by Whitney Houston and CC Winans. And I just love that song. I still find the song very touching and can really it could really be dedicated to someone that means a lot to you, be it a friend, family member, or significant other. In general, I just like the song. It's really something you could even say to a friend, like, count on me, I'll be there for you. And that's what I have.
So my older song, going back to 1998, Devin The Dude, who is a fellow Gemini, fellow June Gemini. He's actually June 4th. And his song, Do What You Want to Do. And technically, the song, in the chorus, he repeats, do what the F you want to do. But in high school, I saw somebody drove by me and they threw that CD out of the window of their car, like forcefully throwing it out. And me, being the ground scavenger that I was at that time, because I was always looking down on the ground, I took it home. I was like, oh, look at this perfectly good CD. And I took it home and I fell in love with that song. Now, he uses a lot of profanity in that song. Again, the chorus repeats, do what the F you want to do. But he never used the N-word in this particular song. He used it in some others, but never in this particular song. Instead, he called us brothers. And and I love that. And also, he spoke a lot of wisdom in that song. You know, he was dropping the knowledge with that song, and that was cool. And a lot of, yeah, it was a lot of profanity, but it was a lot of wise profanity. Let's go ahead and name the topics, and then we will thank the countries of the month. So the topics for the week are the homos, hashtag VerseTV182A, coming from at Chantel M. Smith, hashtag VerseTV182B, coming from at Ohio Opioid Education Alliance, and for the Homos Talk Show segment, hashtag VerseTV182C, coming from at Trap Yoga Bay, BAE, and hashtag VerseTV182D, coming from, that's another installment of T Wants for Real, T Wants for Real 182. And of course, this particular profile is coming from Jack. So let's get this show on the road, shall we, Basic Complexity?
Yeah.
182.
Hashtag VerseTV. I'm Aaron Mack.
Kevin, aka Basic Complexity.
Hashtag VerseTV family. Hashtag VerseTV.
182.